How you doing, Mike?
Hey guys,
Yeah, what's up, man?
how's it going?
We're good, man. How are you?
I'm pretty good. Just got home from the gym, so sorry.
Damn, we get the
Oh,
post-workout,
yeah,
Mike. That's all right.
all sweaty and delicious.
I
How are things, man? You doing all right?
can't complain. Things are good.
Thank you for carving out some time for us, man. We certainly appreciate that. Congratulations on the new album. Oh, what was it like to get the crew back together again and put that all together?
Oh man, after a couple years of pandemic and not being able to do what we love to do, everything being completely basically shut down in our world, and one of the last ones to get back to it, it was awesome. It felt like a nice pair of shoes that just fit perfectly. It was great.
Did you feel like you had kind of maybe like renewed energy? Not even necessarily renewed, because you hadn't had an album for a little bit, but just a different kind of energy, maybe because the uncertainty that we had with the pandemic.
Oh, absolutely. That's a good way to put it. It was pent up, just like everybody, the frustration of everything that had been going on the last several years. There was no shortage of angst or frustration to fuel any of the writing sessions.
Yeah, that makes sense. As a matter of fact, Disturbed was one of the last shows that happened here in Boise before the whole thing shut down. We were lucky enough to get you guys in before everything shut down. But I know it's been a process because of the pandemic. Did you guys approach this album any differently when it comes to making it? Because it introduced us to recording via the internet and all that kind of stuff. Or did you go back to basics and make it the way you guys like to make it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for us, we love being in a room together. There's no substitution. I mean, absolutely. We'll utilize sending files and doing videos or whatever if that's necessary. But I mean, when it comes down to the root of it all, there's no replacement for us being in a room and getting that vibe off of each other, feeling the energy, seeing the reaction from the guy across the room, like his eyes excited about that riff or that beat or whatever we're doing. So yeah, we still like to do it old school that way. So that lent itself to being a little tricky too, because we all live in different cities and even different states. So as the pandemic was sort of winded down and travel was finally starting to open up, that kind of enabled us to finally get out there and see each other in person like that.
Yeah, and when you are recording in that kind of style, and I mean, that puts you at the center of everything, because that's where everything I just feel kind of, emanates from the drummer, and just the bass and everything that comes from that. The rhythm can really lend itself to the sound of an album.
I like the way you say that. You give drummers need more credit.
Yes.
You're hired.
Yes.
You're my new PR person.
How's it pay?
I'm gonna flip you like a 20 when this is over.
Well, it doesn't pay very good, I guess.
A 20 and some beers and shots. How about that?
There you go.
I'll take
I'm
it.
kidding.
Mike from Disturbed joins us. You guys have an album coming out. We are excited for everybody to hear it. You have some really cool and interesting collaborations on this album as well that maybe some people wouldn't think about from the outside looking in. Talk a little bit about how those came together for you guys.
Are you talking about the guest vocalist?
I am talking about the guest vocalist, yes.
All right. Well, it's what an incredible honor to have the legendary, iconic Ann Wilson, one of the, if not the best rock female vocalists of all time. For her to even take our call and say, "Hey, would you be interested in doing a song with us?" Like that's pretty incredible. It was insane. We were in the studio and we're working on the song, and David had the idea. He says, "You know what? She might be really amazing on this. I'm going to reach out to her." And we're like, "Really? What does it hurt?" Yeah, he reached out to her, and she was more than willing to accommodate. And pretty amazing. I mean, honestly, I can't wait for everybody to be able to hear it.
What kind of opportunity, I guess, or you all, does she all come into a room with you guys, or is that one of those things where you do kind of have her in a different place and she does her vocals and then you just put it together post-production?
No, once again, it's for us, it's all about being in that room together. So being able to go out there, meet her in person, work together, be hands-on like that was pretty incredible. She was just an absolute sweetheart, and so just willing to just lend her talents and listen to what we had to say. It's pretty amazing. And then, I mean, again, wait till everybody gets a chance to hear it. She's 71, man, and she kills it.
Totally.
Just kills it.
Mike, this may be a hard question to answer, but you've been with Disturbed from the very beginning. It's hard to think about, but we're coming up on 20 years as you four guys have been in Disturbed together. You, Dan, John, and David have been doing this since 04, or 94, which is pretty impressive overall. But you guys are coming up on 20 years almost, more as a band, and you're working on this together, and there haven't been any kind of issues. You took a little bit of a break, but you rebounded stronger than ever. Is there any secrets that you have to keeping things together like you have over the years?
Respect.
Yeah.
I mean, we are all four, we're brothers, but we're all different individuals as well. And we pull off of each other's strengths. We have a tremendous team in the four of us, but also in the people that work behind the scenes as well. Our crew, our management, record label. I mean, the list goes on and on. We have a tremendous team. But as far as the four of us are concerned, it really just comes down to mutual respect. We actually like each other. We check in with each other. It was so funny because during the pandemic, living in different states, you couldn't see each other for a while. And when we wrapped up in October of 19 was the last show we did. Me and Danny actually took a trip. David was living in Hawaii at the time, and we went out there to go stay with him and his wife and son, and just kind of like you just chill out for a little bit. And the thought was maybe when we got home, we would start writing again and blah, blah, blah. And, lo and behold, just about maybe 2 months later, that everything was shut down. And, almost 2 years later, we finally see each other. It was like, almost like chariots of fire on the beach, dun, 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 dun. Like we all ran into each other's arms practically, like, hey. So
that's awesome. Well, I'm going to get to work here as your publicist and pound out some good things about drumming.
All right, we'll see if I can get you a raise on that one too.
Love it, Mike. We can't wait for everybody to hear the album. We're excited to see the dates when they come around. That Boise loves you. Thank you for making some time for us, man, and hopefully we'll see you soon. All right.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Thank you, brother. Take care.
Take care. Have a good one.
Bye.